Hey! Hey, stay awake! Come on! Hey! Don't die on me now! Hey! What's your name?
Well, that doesn't look good. Battlefield 3 is nearly 9 years old, and yet it feels so much longer since it came out. The series is currently regarded in a certain light, but I feel this entry was when the whole thing really took a shift. Now, I never really played the previous titles. I own a few of them, but Battlefield 3 was the first I actually got into. Honestly, I enjoyed the Call of Duty style more, but I still put some time into BF Conquest. That sounds like a gay porno. Being powered by the Frostbite engine, I remember friends who were massive Battlefield fans bragging about how amazing this game looked upon release. My thoughts? I honestly couldn't see what they were getting so excited about. Ah, yes, this is truly high-quality graphics here. Levels at night tend to look the best, as the lower lighting sort of covers up the often less than stellar texture work, as well as the fact that these guys are literally floating as they run.
Target, coax, troops.
Holy fucking shit!
Cutscenes look rather nice, so I just can't help but shake the overall glossy feeling nearly every game using the Frostbite engine has.
So, get your fangs out, Hawkins. We're hunting big game today.
Sound design, on the other hand, is actually among the best I've heard from a shooter on the 7th generation. Every little sound is properly balanced, EQ'd, and given the proper place.
Backblast! Stand by! 3, 2, 1, suppress it!
Voice acting is pretty good throughout, although I do find it odd how Blackburn, the main character, is completely silent during gameplay, yet talks during story cutscenes.
Try to focus on the question, please. I was still shaky as hell when I pulled myself out, so I don't know. It was dark.
It causes a serious disconnect and simply comes across as awkward.
When you're nominated, follow the wire.
Blackburn, did you get that? Follow the goddamn wire.
The story in Battlefield 3 is based during a fictional war of 2014. At least that's what the Wikipedia claims, as at no point during the story do you ever get the feeling a real war is on. Oh sure, there is a large battle for a major city, which takes place over a large chunk of the campaign.
The 1st Marine Division has just now captured the eastern quarter. The battle for this city is nearly over.
But at the same time, you literally fight against an entire Russian battalion without proper authorization, and this somehow doesn't provoke a major war.
You fired upon?
Yes.
Doctrine says you can return fire if fired upon. That's not war. Not technically.
I mean, sure, maybe, but I have a feeling that won't hold up very well in the face of international scrutiny.
Sergeant Campbell, SEDREP.
Sir, we are not equipped to take on a Russian brigade. Maybe we ought to rethink this.
This is maneuver warfare, Sergeant. If you don't like it, you can go join the fucking Air Force.
The majority of the story is spent yet again tracking down a terrorist who is somehow connected to Russia. This game is basically a huge flashback as Blackburn is on trial for his life, but I never really cared as the story just isn't interesting. Not even the on-rails flying level or the admittedly pretty fun tank level do much to grab your attention.
Fucking A, Miller. Target destroyed.
Now, sure, in 2011 the whole terrorist and Russia bad plot hadn't been done to death just yet, but playing the story today, I just can't bring myself to care.
After go ahead. We don't need to bury you. You're already dead.
Let's be honest though, Battlefield 3 wasn't known for its story. The multiplayer was what made this game. Surprisingly, the servers on the Xbox 360 are still up, and finding a game in any of the modes, Conquest, Rush, Capture the Flag, Team Deathmatch, is still an easy thing to do. Modes like Team Deathmatch need no explaining, 2 teams killing the shit out of each other until one reaches the top score first. Capture the Flag is obvious, and Rush is perhaps the most frantic and will test your team's ability to cooperate and move towards a common goal, i.e. destroying a few key objectives or defending said objectives. Conquest, the massive all-out war mode, is where Battlefield's multiplayer shines best. Hoofing it on foot, piloting an aircraft, or using an armored vehicle to fight over several target points, slowly draining the life score of the opposing team, depending on how many points you control, is immensely enjoyable.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
It's here you get to see the balance of each type of player work against each other. Infantry are easily taken out by armor and aircraft, it can still take them out if the player is skillful. Tanks and other vehicles can cause massive headaches for infantry, or be the power behind a coordinated assault to an objective, yet are easily taken out by aircraft. While players in the air battle for dominance for their team, they'll have to watch out for ground players trying to take them down with AA missiles. Each little battle for the objectives fits neatly into the larger battle. The front lines of combat constantly shift, causing the 2 teams to alter their approaches to the match, and regardless of how you play, you're likely going to contribute to eventual victory or eventual defeat. Unfortunately, the grind to level up, unlock new weapons and attachments for each soldier class, and customizable options for the actual soldiers is incredibly slow. Good players may be able to level up at an okay rate, but if your skill is anything below them, you'll be stuck at the same level for a long time. The matches themselves may be fun, but a lot of fun is immediately sucked out once you realize you have to play another 7-hour-long games of Conquest in order to reach a new rank. The early levels not so much, but anything past level 15 is where the grind seriously starts to set in. Across both main game modes, the control scheme is responsive and makes sense. The times when you have to follow certain button prompts in the single player are a bit odd. Yes, that's a real thing which happens.
Holy fucking shit!
Piloting aircraft is not fun though. I stand by the 2005 Star Wars Battlefront 2 as having the best pilot controls ever in gaming.
Matt's over here.
Battlefield 3 as a whole feels like a great multiplayer game weighted down by a lackluster single-player game. I'm sure there are some media outlets who have put out separate reviews for each half. However, shocker, half of something is not a whole something. And as a whole, Battlefield 3 earns a 7.3 out of 10. Hello everyone, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you haven't yet, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click the little bell next to it so you'll always be notified whenever I upload new videos. I don't really have a set schedule, honestly. I try to put out a review every 2 weeks, but they kinda just arrive when they're finished. Also, if you would like to help support the channel even more, why not consider becoming a patron on my Patreon? For literally just $1 a month, less than the price of a cheeseburger, you can help support one little panda and their dreams of doing video game related stuff on the internet, because that's such an original idea. Okay, thanks, bye!